Expose Evil here. Like, share, subscribe. Today I'm doing a video about the demon It. And I'm going to go right into it. It says, from what I've researched, it was ancient. It existed before man, just like a fallen angel or demons. It is a shapeshifter who takes form of children's biggest fears. It needs to eat people to survive, but prefers children. He likes to scare the children first because he says that it makes them taste better. You know, this is obvious because fear puts adrenaline into the blood. You know, the adrenochrome scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with Johnny Depp here taking the adrenochrome. You know, and this lawyer that he brung with him says that what Johnny Depp says the only way you can get this is from a human body. And then the lawyer says he got it from some Satanist freak, and then he goes on to say they couldn't pay him, he didn't have any money, so he gave him that. And the guy got popped for molesting a child. It's insane. Just go watch the scene. The demon doesn't only, eat kids and eat people, he also uses people. And he uses the neighborhood bullies in the movie to terrorize the main characters even more. And also, when he's around, it makes the crime rate go up in the town. Pretty interesting, huh?
I need you to see what they showed me, Bill. They live outside of Derry, beyond its reach. They moved there many years ago. They're holy men. They're holy of holies. They took me in. Let me the sacred material. I started to react.
All living things must abide by the laws of the shit can't handle.
While I sat there looking out over the valley, I saw it arrive. I knew that one day I would have to make you all see.
Did you put something in my drink?
That's it's a root.
You drugged me? You drugged me?
It's a root with properties. It's just a microdose of what Shakopee gave me.
Why would you do that?
To open my eyes.
I don't feel real good.
I need you to look, and you'll see.
I don't feel good. I don't really want to see.
They showed me the past. Showed me the way it appeared to them.
Besides being similar to Lucifer in Isaiah 14:12, how are you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How are you cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? The way he arrived in this clip. But also being similar to Venus in Roman mythology, an ancient Italian goddess of spring, bloom, and beauty, later identified with the Greek Aphrodite as goddess of love, and associated with the planet Venus, the most brilliant planet in the solar system, second in distance from the sun, and anciently and poetically called Lucifer as the morning star and Hesperus as the evening star. And also it being an 8-point star, making it the Star of Ishtar or Star of Inanna, is a symbol of the ancient Sumerian goddess Inanna and her East Semitic counterpart Ishtar. Alongside the lion, it was one of the Ishtar's primary symbols. Because Ishtar was associated with the planet Venus, the star is also known as the Star of Venus. Also known as Ashtoreth, the actual demon. Ashtoreth, also Ashtoreth, and Ashtoreth in demonology is the great Duke of Hell in the first hierarchy with Beelzebub and Lucifer. He is part of the evil trinity. He is a male figure most likely named after the Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar. That's a depiction of him. Also look up Venus being a shooting star or a comet. and part of the myth of Inanna. In Inanna's descent to the underworld, unlike any other deity, Inanna is able to descend into the netherworld and return to the heavens. The planet Venus appears to make a similar descent, setting in the west and then rising again in the east. And then the Masonic blazing star symbolism with the 7 stars next to it, which is, I believe it's Orion, aka Nimrod, all-seeing eye on top, South Pole Saturn, all the different symbolisms here. The moon, phases of the moon, just like Venus has phases of the moon, or phases like a moon. Look this stuff up. It also reminds me of another demon in the Dark Kingdom, or aka Duke of Hell or Principality, of this guy here, Baal. This is the spider legs. So this illustration of Baal is from the Dictionary Infernal book by Colin D. Clancy in 1818. This picture of Baal shows all 3 forms, man, cat, and toad, all top of a set of spider legs.
You got a plan B, man? What the hell do we do now? Die, that's what you do. Mike? There's more than one way to make someone small.
Make him believe that he is.
What? Make him believe that he is. Oh, me? Small? I am the eater of worlds. Not to us, you're not.
So we already have 2 demons that are actual demons in the Dark Kingdom of Satan, which are Baal and Ashtoreth, here associated with the movie. So from Mystery Secrets of the Dark Kingdom, The Battle for Planet Earth by J.P. Timmons, he shows you the setup or the ruling hierarchy of the Dark Kingdom. And here having Baal and Ashtoreth being the 8 principalities. And these are the 4 powers on top. So he said he was the eater of worlds. So Saturn, aka Kronos, eating his son. He ate all his children, so they wouldn't, I guess, throw him out of rulership or whatever. It's like Simpsons. I don't know how to throw it in there. So we have here HD 240 429, nicknamed Krios, and HD 240 430 Kronos, is a Y binary star system in the constellation of Cassiopeia. Both components of a system are yellow G-type main sequence stars. HD 240 430 is a sun-like star in appearance, but it seems to have eaten its own planets, aka worlds, for which it is given the nickname Kronos, after the Greek god and the leader of the first generation of Titans.
You know of the mighty Titan Kronos. So fearful was Kronos of the oracle's prediction that his own children would rise against him, that he decided to imprison them all in his belly. Rhea stood by and watched as her children were devoured one by one. But when the time came for the last of her children to be eaten, she was unable to bear another such loss, and devised a trick to save the baby Zeus.
Alright, so it fell, like a falling star, comet, shooting star, blazing star, whatever you want to call it. And this is almost 526, same as Act 743, except instead of saying Chuan, it says Remphan, and they both mean Saturn. It says, you have borne the tabernacle of your priest, Chuan, aka Saturn, your image, the star of your god, which ye have made to yourselves. That's the scripture right here at the bottom. And then this is a part of Gil's exposition on the entire Bible, commentary. The star of your god which ye made to yourselves, or the star of your god, meaning the same with Chuan or Saturn, perhaps the same with the star that fell from the air or sky mentioned by Sanchoniathon, which Astarte, the wife of Kronos or Saturn, is said to have said to take and consecrate in Tyre. This they made for themselves and worshipped as a deity. So I found what Gills was talking about. Found what Gills was talking about on archive.org. Sanchonito's Phoenician history. Page 36. But traveling about the world, she found a star falling from the air or sky, which she, taking up, consecrated in the holy island Tyre. And the Phoenicians say that Ashtoreth is she who is among the Greeks called Aphrodite. And I showed before, that was in the Webster's Dictionary, that Venus, aka Morning Star, aka Lucifer, is also known as Aphrodite. And Ashtoreth, they're all known, same people as Ishtar and Inanna. It's the star of Ishtar, star of Inanna, star of Venus. And again from the Webster's, Ashtoreth. In Phoenician mythology, the goddess of the moon, fertility, and sexual love, corresponding to the Ashtoreth of Scripture. And Islam does the same exact thing with an object they said fell from the sky. The black stone is a rock set into the eastern corner of the Kaaba, which the Kaaba means cube. The ancient building in the center of the Grand Mosque in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, is revered by Muslims as an Islamic relic which, according to Muslim tradition, dates back to the time of Adam and Eve. The stone was venerated at the Kaaba in pre-Islamic pagan times. According to Islamic tradition, it was set intact into the Kaaba's wall by the Islamic prophet Muhammad, which, if you've seen my other videos, Muhammad or Baphomet is derived from Muhammad. Baphomet, the same as the pagan Wiccan deity of witchcraft. In 605 CE, 5 years before his first revelation. Since then, it was been broken into fragments and is now cemented into a silver frame in the side of the Kaaba. Its physical appearance is that of a fragmented dark rock polished smooth. By the hands of the pilgrims. Islamic tradition holds that it fell from heaven as a guide for Adam and Eve to build an altar. It has often been described as a meteorite. And the same thing as a shooting star. Shooting stars are meteorites. Again, here it is. Just how it looks in the corner of the Kaaba stone or the Kaaba cube. I made videos about the Kaaba stone and how they worship Saturn over there at the Mecca, and the black cube of Saturn. Oh, and I caught this real quick in the movie It. Pretty interesting that he only comes out every 27 years, and he comes out around Easter. How many pagan gods can be associated, or goddesses associated with Easter, or goddesses that associate with the goddesses that we have brought up in this video already. Now, it's another movie that was also a comic called Spawn that's very similar to It. It's a clown. It's also a shape-shifting demon. As you can see here, it's a clown. Shape-shifting, demonic possession. And Spawn is no hiding that they are demons working for Satan. This is It. This is the Violator clown from Spawn. Very similar.
Just gonna have to teach you a lesson. No more clowning around. I'm not the vindicator, or the victimizer, or the vaporizer, or the vibrator.
It. Spawn. and he's associated with Mammon in, the comics and the movie Spawn. And Mammon being a actual principality from Mysteries, Secrets of the Dark Kingdom. So I think it's safe to say that Mr. King has made a movie about nothing more than a demon in Satan's Dark Kingdom.